All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to show you here, just to show you now for some overall results overview from early this morning or late last night for some people, KBO baseball, fantasy baseball, and DraftKings results. And the question right here, maybe right now, why am I showing you lineups that won $0? Well, because not only had these had a zero cross mark with players that I was okay with that risk because I didn't want to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. That was okay. These still cashed well. That usually won't happen, of course, won't happen tonight or early morning, just because of the unusual start time for the overlay of different starting times for opening pitch. But when you look at this particular lineup right here, I'm going to show you it in the Discord in just a moment. It's the same lineup, the score and everything that I put out there on the WFF. That's the Wealthy Fantasy Football Discord, which you also find in pitcher stacks and everything, projections, value totals on wealthyfantasyfootball.com. Then you click on the KBO baseball section on the top menu. But what you find here with this 130 point score is I noticed this has been a trend with myself and what I've been posting there. Really, essentially, the best lineups in GPP and cash that I am posting inside there. Unfortunately, my cash lineup did not go through because, unfortunately, the 50-50 lineup that I put in a particular contest on DraftKings did not go through. It fell through because not enough people joined that contest. So to offset or balance that out, you may want to enter that into a bunch of head-to-heads, even if it's just a dollar versus different people. You can choose, based on your own experience, your opponents, so you can try to get some better scores there. That's always recommended to do that. So with this particular lineup, if you notice there's a lot of guys named Kim, a lot of the Kim guys from the Samsung lineup, and it was a five-man stack, which is this particular lineup right here. If you can see that, hopefully, Brooks, Kim, the pitcher, didn't score a lot, but then you had Jose Fernandez, a couple of do guys, and like I mentioned, most of the guys in here is a five-man stack. And I don't purposely do five-man stacks. It depends on how the matchup is and how it works out as to what I want in particular, whether that be 5, 4, 3, or even two-man stacks times 2 or 3, however it lines up in the DraftKings 10-man lineup. So I want to make sure, though, I kind of stay on track here. With this lineup in the middle, this contest, it was a triple up. So this triple up lineup only needed, according to this contest, 130 points to score. And that's what you have right here. So I've noticed that when I have posted these particular lineups like it, I have posted right here in Discord that they score far well enough for usually for a triple up. Even the cash lineups, such as this one right here, scored about 138 points. So I had to add that up though, even because I didn't get to enter it into an actual contest as I didn't get in my head-to-heads in time for that particular pitch off. So I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to execute that successfully. So looking at this lineup though, it was successful in not only cashing in the 50-50 or heads up, but in the triple ups to triple your money. Now, why did I, maybe as a question posed here in my lineups, only score a 76 in my triple up, which I told you was my middle lineup right here on DraftKings? Well, because this is my hedge lineup. So as opposed to taking in my cash lineup here, once again, you can't see it, but Alcantara is the guy at the top. For the Dew Bears was playing against the Samsung Lions. So what I did for my triple up to hedge against that, as I foresaw him being as a more of a riskier type play, even though he wasn't, proved not to be because, well, actually, I'm sorry. What happens is, well, a lot of times in my lineups, from my own experience, is that not only will on some nights my cash in, but also my triple up, even the triple up that I used to hedge against my cash. And because the way I did that was I took that pitcher's lineup he was playing against, and I put him in this five-man stack. So I took this Alcantara guy out, and then I put in Kim, this pitcher, and even though he had a low score, the five-man stack was successful versus the Dew Bears. It was a game stack, in fact, with Dew and Sam in there. So that's just the reasoning behind what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm coming out positive in cash overall, how I'm actually hedging my cash lineups, my 50-50 type or head-to-head with triple ups, and also laddering that up to lineups where I'm able to take that and put them in some other, and also even my cash lineup really to put that into sometimes in a mass, well, all the time. I try to put it in a mass multi-entry that's a low, entry amount. 25 cents is fine, just to see how it does. As all these things consider to balance out, just remember to check in on the wealthyfantasyfootball.com blog, the KBO area, the Discord. Click on the link inside there so we can go ahead and make sure we get the best lineups as I'm showing here into our lineups here about the 12 o'clock hour or so, as you can probably see here, right here, just to show you, what's going on. I just have to finish this up here by zooming out to show you about what time that was. 10:04 p.m. yesterday, the best stacks for tonight and things like that I showed, which I did use KIW, heroes and people like that. So guys are in here. I have to switch lineups sometimes here, like at 12:55. Even though it's the last 5 minutes, I hate to do that, but I try not to do it at all, just in case there's some adjustments needed there. Um, lineups change and so forth. Lineups you can find here. Also, by the way, on your KBO daily lineups, that's at rotowire.com/KBO/daily lineups. That was in my last video. I showed you how to do some of these things, and I showed you if you want to go back to that video as well, like my KBO stats to show you how to look up some of the stats, or another video there that's on the top of my, or towards the top of my KBO page on wealthyfantasyfootball.com. All these things considered really are, I think, or I know, is helping you to crush and dominate your lineups in the KBO, even though not a lot of people obviously play compared to some of the other sports coming back, such as MLB. It's certainly possible to dominate and utilize the tools really for free. Nothing's being charged here to excel in the KBO DFS space. All right, thank you. We'll see you in on there tonight. Take care.